Aloha. This is the day before launch. Pre-space launch, pre-launch stream launch. I'm outside barbecuing because it is tradition in my family to barbecue and celebrate before a space launch. And so you might be hearing that in the background. Honestly, I kind of wish I was rather drawing instead, but now little known fact about my house. Um, at night in the backyard, it sounds like there's TIE fighter. Shut up! It sounds like there's TIE fighters. I can't fucking see anything. I think there's TIE fighters going off back there. I'm pretty sure it's all the houses, but I don't know. But houses, it's all the cars. But yeah. Okay, let's see this. Can you see this? Come on. I can't see anything. Oh well. Just to take my word for it, that was a grill, and can't tell if this meat is cooked or not. I was binge watching some this one Russian guy or Caucasus guy who grills meat and stuff. And dang, it's crazy. He averages his videos average at like millions of views constantly. My dogs are gonna get it. It's just a freaking cat. So this Russian guy from like Caucasus, that's the place. Like grill stuff involves his family quite a bit, and he averages at a million views. It's like real crazy. So unless I can get this crap done really quickly, dang it, one of them is wrong. Unless I can get this stuff done really quickly, this is gonna be mostly commentary. So you can listen to me spurg out. I mean that's a life goal. Listen to someone or yeah, whatever. I turned my camera on to show you, but actually no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't turn my camera on to show you everything. So what is this space launch about? Was it is it Elon Musk? Or is it NASA? Because I thought NASA was like shut down because they went bankrupt, or they just killed too many people. Oh, excuse about this. Hold on. All right. So I don't have a flashlight with me, so I can't really show you the grill. And StreamYards doesn't have a turn on phone flashlight option, unfortunately. And it's dark. My shoes are untied. My laces are flopping all around everywhere. This is a recipe for disaster. Ignore this background noise. I, I might just let the grill run free. I mean, yeah, there's fire, but it's not that powerful. And just get to my fucking desk already. Get some work done. Hold on. Right. My like that dog man. What the hell was that? So, anyways, as I was saying, um, now expect some guests to arrive, and I say that very loosely because I don't know when they're gonna, even if they're gonna show up. All right. So we're almost at the 10-minute mark. I'd say the 10-minute mark is when the point of the freaking whatever is supposed to be tackled. Get this bread out here. All right. My dog is begging for it. He's begging for a kick in the ass. I still can't see. I can't. I'm gonna trip. I'm facing my phone, like light source out from the screen out, so I can actually see where I'm going. I mean, if you thought you saw some informal streams, you ain't seen nothing yet. All right, so this beautiful um, logo you see right before your eyes is well, I call her Koala Delphine. All right, I literally just caught Belle Delphine's face from from Google Images. Even though I know the name of the face that she's making there, and even though I know what it's called, I still called it. I mean, I still typed in Google Images Belle Delphine face, and then there was the one with that where she had a blonde wig and had elf ears, and that's the where I got it from. All right, and then I added a koala nose, big red orange koala ears, and little clam pin right on her tongue. I think it's a pretty good drawing. I mean, her features are really soft. The unibrow is kind of ugly, but still. That's what I kind of find myself doing now. Whenever I try to draw realistic or women realistically, I somehow give them soft features without really meaning to. Either that or I'm dead wrong. All right. Where are my guests? I guess they're not coming. I see. I'm gonna get a message from them saying, "Sorry, can't show up," or someone much more famous than me is streaming. So I really have that question. I really have this question. Let me think of an appropriate way to phrase it. All right. So is space infinite? Is the universe truly infinite? I mean, can we use math as an infinite? I mean, as an indication of infinity? Because what happens? Okay, look, we have calculators that go up to infinity, but then they either have an error or they stagnate at a bunch of decimal zeros. And here's my other question: we can practically have an infinity decimal point, but then an infinity. I sound like a dumbass right now, don't I? And I sound like holy shit. And we got infinity in whole numbers, positives. Then we can go infinity and negatives. So that's three ways that infinity can go. You can just put an endless number of zeros at a decimal point. Nobody really fucking cares. I mean, I guess it's correct according to math. My neighbor's gonna think he's living next to some serial killer. I keep talking to myself. And his fire is not strong enough to my liking. Ew, these pineapples feels kind of. Well, anyways. So what is it with Infinity? Why does Infinity have so many loose rules? Do I even call them rules? Is there a law of Infinity? I think there is. Nobody talks about it or brings it up. And I took calculus. I didn't pass it twice, but still I took calculus. So, goddamn, I calculus. Do I hate calculus? I mean, it literally feels like a bunch of random rules and random problems, and then you get a random answer at the end. And then as soon as I start getting it, they throw a curveball, and then you're all lost again. Am I just like stupid? Do computer programmers use calculus at all? I mean, I think Rocket. No, I think they probably do use. They're supposed to use calculus for like let's say in Skyrim, you got to measure the arrow. You got to measure like the air resistance on an arrow fired out, so that it has accurate drop time. So I guess calculus is used there. You know, measuring how far it'll go in like at different altitudes. But I don't think they really do use calculus. And I say that because the game takes so long to program, and there's so many people working on it. I think it's literally just trial and error. So, what else can I whine about? All right, we're going back to infinity. So I looked up if a light is infinite. Guess what? Photons are not infinite. They eventually disperse and spread out. I had no idea. So, yeah, light isn't infinite. It might be really fast, but it eventually stops and then fades out. It kind of makes the prospect of pointing a laser pointer in the sky kind of lame now. And yeah. All right. So so let's see. You got all right. How does like where do the concepts of infinity come from? I mean, all these questions might be answered with a simple Google search, but I mean, we don't have an infinite number of dirt, obviously, or else the Earth would be endlessly expanding. That's a conspiracy theory, right? That the Earth is expanding constantly. Or maybe that's Hollow Earth. I don't know. And finally, I can freaking go inside now, for a little bit. All right, so wish I didn't keep losing my spot in my own conversation. Well, quote unquote conversation. Like just rambling to myself like a dumbass. Also, I would point the camera at the sky so that, it'd be more fitting for the occasion. But there's way too much light pollution now. You can barely see any stars. I wish I had like a kind of like the Antarctica. Doesn't that have a lot of stars? You can see planets. Isn't the North Star in Antarctica? I get Alaska, the Antarctic, and the Arctic confused. I'm not really good at geography at all. I mean, I had no idea Death Valley was so close to California, or that in the upper middle Midwest. So like the north of the Midwest, whatever, above California, there's a big mountain. Now in GTA, there's Mount Chiliad. Is that what Mount Chiliad is based off of? I think that's Yosemite, actually. So where's the Grand Canyon? I'm pretty sure that's in the south, right? So, anyways, I wish my not even 20 minutes. I plan to stream for like 4 hours, maybe. Thing. Forever alone me. So, I mean, it's a semi joke, but I actually want it to come to fruition. So if you see my subscriptions, you can see Conquest Comics, and that's Liam Gray's company. And yeah. So the big joke is that he's he portrayed he's portrayed by his, I don't know what, his friend, estranged lover. Okay. So his the other Australian guy I follow portrayed him as a red koala one time because Liam is a redhead, and to pretty much put some disgust in that guy, I created that drawing. But I also had another idea that we should sell green tea that is, well, there's eucalyptus on it somewhere, but not where it could be consumed. But here's what I'm thinking. It's green tea. The bud we like say is eucalyptus. Okay, yeah. Aussie bathwater maybe, or koala bathwater. And then, we fill with green tea. We advertise it as eucalyptus. We'll give a disclaimer on the bottom. And then, maybe the water is clam juice. It'll be so hilarious. And then this logo that you see right on the screen would be the very thing you would see right on the top of the lid. So I mean, it's a genius idea, and I'm pretty sure we won't be able to poison anyone because there's not going to be any eucalyptus. So yeah, and I think it'll be a good idea. And and we could contact this one woman that sells books in her like van. We could take the van from her, and then we can go all around town selling this bath water in jars, in mason jars. And we'll break the bank. We'll become millionaires during the oncoming depression, probably. I mean, look at that face let's look at that face. I mean, you have no like option unless you're doing something else, like playing video games or drawing. I mean, that's far better than watching this, right? Or really listening to this. But you would want to see that face on a mason jar. I know you would. I know you. You have no free will. You're in my town, buddy. So, anyways, I think it'll just explode. I should probably watch the fire, but I just barely care. I know bugs are gonna get near it unless they want to get roasted alive. Right, this pineapple is like. How do I know that pineapple's like ready to get out of the grill? I'm asking as if you're gonna respond. Ooh, that one's still fucking cold. Ew. I made a big mess. Anyway, space. So, how did Elon Musk get so much money? Is he like a technocrat, like Bill Gates, only like less evil and far more personable, and a weeaboo? Well, I don't think he's a weeaboo at all. I think he just like saw one anime and that's it. I, I thought I thought Elon Musk was like a Asian dude, but no, he's like a European something. Definitely Caucasian European. And some insider information on that one picture where he's like at a wedding and this chick's like some goth has like goth colors. She's not actually goth. She's just some singer that decided to wear black and look a little gothic. And it's cold up there, so of course she's gonna look a lot like very pale. And no, the illusion is destroyed, but that's how it is. Excuse me for a second. I said excuse me for a second. Stop rushing me. All right. Um. Well, I mean, I don't want to give you too much dead air, but you're still gonna need to excuse me for a second. All right. So why is why is space dark? Why isn't it bright? I mean, there's so many like stars in the sky. You expect it to be like a little light blue or a lighter shade of blue at least. But it's like some weird purple, burgundy, some purple violet look. Honestly, I'm lost sometimes. Space is really fucking scary, man. Like one of my favorite formations. is the pillars of creation. It's that big cloud dust structure, or that's the ironic thing. I call it a structure, but it's not really structurally there. It's literally just a mass. So, anyways, pillars of creation. It's those three cloud structures, and one of them looks like an eagle head. And like, I think the thing about those kind of like images is that they've like those were actually really old photographs, but they just took a super long time to finally get to us. That part blows my mind. No, I got a message. Oh no, I didn't. So, and how big are those things? Like, I'm just gonna assume that they're the size of a planet. No, 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 like they're the size of like two galaxies. I mean, I'd be actually really, really disappointed if they just end up being the size of a dime. I mean, that would suck majorly if the pillars of creation were just a bunch of little things. Did they actually release some measurements of it? I remember seeing that from the Wikipedia page article. There's this one galaxy, I forgot what it's called, but I learned in some cool facts video because I'm a soccer mom. I was born in during the 40s. I mean the like 60s or 70s. There's this one galaxy that supposedly has all the right like cat what was it? The right gases taste like raspberry and they can make you drunk. And that's one thing like about those gases. Like we can literally a raspberry doesn't even define its own flavor because it could be it's reproducible and space has reproduced the flavor of raspberry without having to rely on the fruit. And that's a weird thing to me, but that means that technology can eventually move forward and we can make meat taste like chocolate but still chew like meat. There's this one experiment, right, where they were able to actually turn a leaf into meat by changing its chemical structure. Now, I have like a few comics, and two of them deal with magic, but I use the same sort of magical system with both of them because, I want it to be extremely consistent. They're in two different universes, two completely different, not even nothing related to each other. But if you make a magical system and you want it to be good, you just tend to stay with it. And what I think, and what I do, I mean, is that I use some of the knowledge I've accumulated from like chemistry class, which I miserably failed. I mean, I passed the first one because the professor was brutal with us. With the second one, he was like so hands off, and he'd like keep it enough about my drama. So like, I think we use science in to like define magic. Then we can get somewhere. It's very easy to grasp then. Like here's my thing. Conjuration is the process of creating atoms. Creating atoms from like well see that's when I get confused. Because then I'm thinking about alteration. And here's what I'm thinking. Alteration is the manipulation of electrons to create new compounds, to, create new substances from like previous ones through some. Yeah, I'm getting a brain fart right now. And then conjuration is getting, or is literally spawning new molecules and combining them with other atoms that already exist to create something out of thin air rather than to change it. I think alchemy, maybe, because alchemy is usually presented as poisonous. I think alchemy would be a lot like chemistry itself, only uses a lot more metal, and if made incorrectly, can poison you, but will still work. Give me a second. I wish my computer was a little able to. Hold on. All right, I'll try not to chew too much, or rather, mute myself when I do chew. You know what? There's no one on. I don't need my. I'm gonna put some for myself so that I don't sound so awkward from hearing my own voice. Ah, my internet's out on my computer. What the heck? Well, anyways, I need to put this music down. I'm practically screaming into the freaking. All right. So space. No, we were talking about alchemy. What else? What is destruction? That's like, I think destruction is the canceling of electrons and protons. And kind of like what acid does, only it's not acid. What else? We also got restoration. Now, restoration is a very subjective type of a thing, sort of, because I think different life forms heal differently. So maybe restoration doesn't really deal in the molecular level, unless white blood cells are molecular. Actually, okay. Instead of dealing with at the atomic level, it deals at the molecular level. So it it signals to the body to start working and get those white blood cells to heal, I guess, and also improves upon the healing factor that the human body already has. That's that's probably restoration. Now the Elder Scrolls has thaumaturgy as another school of magic, but thaumaturgy is literally just magic. That's its definition. It's just magic. So yeah. What is illusion? That's the manipulation of. That's also like in the molecular level. Obviously, it affects the brain, and it also affects light. So it could like reflect things or reflect images. Mimic them, and then manipulate the brain to make the person feel something. And yeah, that would be illusion. We also got everything. Well, no, I guess that's it. So okay, yeah, back to space. If my internet's out, I would totally be like going on Google Images, looking for some space things to talk about. What's up with asteroids? Like, oh, what? It looks like I have it, but I have internet, but the stupid icons being all right. So what's up with asteroids? The only reason, okay, they fly so fast, yet I think there's like certain asteroids that are made of ice and never melt somehow. So what I'm thinking is that there's no drag or friction in space. The only reason something can move so fast and not deal with heat is because space has no. It's because there's no friction. Friction creates heat. Air resistance is friction resistance. So yeah, there's no friction in space. So hyperspeed makes sense. I mean, then they had to ask how can if there's no friction in space or resistance, then I guess ships because like let's say the R wing, it has retros or boosters that work in the reverse direction. They slow you down. They're basically the brakes. So how can you brake in a place that has no air resistance and it has no friction? I don't get it. Now what else? There's no friction in space. So rocket boosters that are function to slow you down or don't like logically make sense. So then what about speeders? Like honestly, I think the space shuttle only has rocket boosters just to lift itself out of Earth's atmosphere. It's not actually for space use. That may be why starships are depicted like without not using fire, but like using some kind of weird light thing. I mean, it might be magnetism or gravity. And you know what? I had a thought. I read this like way back when I was a child. We had to read this book about some girl who like had a dream of becoming an astronaut. And somehow her dream was had 100% reality to actual gravity. And if you see some like space movies like that are trying to be accurate, then the astronaut might like upchuck. So I completely lost why I even brought that up. Oh yeah. So what? So the contents of your stomach just floating around if you were in space? I mean, how would those astronauts deal with it in those space stations? You can't get used to it. Can you really get used to zero gravity? I sound okay. I sound really dumb right now, but that's only because I'm have to carry the stream because my guests decide to not or fall asleep maybe. But anyways, I mean, and they're eating. I know like their food is like freeze dried, right? There's like little moisture because they need that stuff to stay in the stomach. And that acid, like the stomach acid, is probably floating around it, like the gravity. So maybe I think space stations have their own like gravity diffusion. I mean, it may sound fantastical, but I mean, there's so much like there's so much fictional technology that actually exists now. I'll believe almost anything. I'll believe that flying saucers are actually possible, and they've been invented a long time ago. I mean, all those UFO sightings were really just like experimental ships that the military created in the 50s, right? I mean, yeah. Speaking of which, anyone ever heard of Rama? I mean, I only know about it because this guy I watched, Ross Scott, like played the game, the PC game Rama, and the ship looks like a big something. It's just a big cylinder. Sorry, I'm looking at something else. Hold on. you might want to raise the bust a little up there. All right. Unrelated. I saw in a video back when the older days of game theory. Um, I think it was the one where like, does Peach have fake breasts or implants? And Matt said that the measurement for accurate boobs is 10 inches. Well, this looks like 10 feet. Look at that. I mean, even Superman looks like he's yeah, Clark Kent. No, not Clark Kent. This is a different Superman, right? Everyone's different now. No one's the same guy. He looks like he's wearing a freaking genie bra in comparison. But I have to admit, I like this Brazilian Wonder Woman. I think her costume's really hot. She herself is really hot. I think there's a lot of like potential there. I mean, the only thing that would definitely destroy any like likability she might have is if the writers give her a horrible personality and they write a terrible story. Other than that, yeah, I think there's potential. Anyways, back to space. Well, I guess we were talking about space, right? Wonder Woman's alien. Well, Clark Kent is at least. You know, that's one thing about like Superman's people, the Kryptonians. The Krypton must have some really heavy gravity because they're all super strong. I don't know where the intelligence part comes from. That's my other question. Does gravity influence intelligence? Maybe. Probably not. But if the gravity was super high, if the gravity was super high, like and Krypton, to make them, you know, strong, wouldn't they be really short? Superman would have Mario's proportions if Mario was buff. So, on that subject, I just got a show from my favorite Japanese cartoon of all time. It's called Zone of the Enders, Dolores I, Sis, or just Dolores, I. Uh, the Enders are like the people that live in the planet further in the solar system from the planet you're living on. So, Mars are the Enders to Earth. And then, what's the next planet with Mars? Jupiter? I'm going to look up the solar system. It's been a long time since I actually looked up the planetary alignment. Yeah, I'm just going to say Jupiter for now. Yeah, Jupiter. So Jupiter people are Enders to Mars. All right. So in Zone of the Enders, Dolores, it's like the main two planets are Earth and Mars. Oh shoot! Oh, El Hombre, I sent you the link. Come on, man. I'm sick of carrying this stream myself, bro. I think people are getting sick of me. I already lost a viewer and gained a viewer and lost a viewer. So yeah, I sent you the link. Just click on it. You've joined a stream before. Other streams, at least. Anyways, what was I talking about? Zord of the Enders. Because Mars has lower gravity, the Martians, if you will, are weaker, like significantly weaker. El Hombre, click the link. Get in here. Get in the panel. Pluto. Bruh. There's not even an E in Pluto. Oh, but didn't you hear? Pluto doesn't have a friggin' is not a planet, according to some biased astronomers. Now, I think Pluto's still a planet. I like that they now define it as a dwarf planet. All right, El Hombre, I'm looking at your DMs. You haven't even read it. Check your Twitter DMs, bro. I don't know if you mean, nope. Sorry, bro. Pluto does not have an E at the end. Oh, toes. I get it. Toes. Further gayists would appreciate that. I hope you don't hear my dog back there. Check your Twitter DMs, motherfucker. I can see the check mark. All right, fine. Don't check your Twitter DMs and click the link. Whatever. Anyways, as I was saying. All right, good. I was about to shove my Pluto up your Saturn. So anyways, yeah, they're extremely weak on Mars because of the gravity. One punch from an Earthling can almost kill a Martian, and even though it's actually kind of true in real life that you do that. So lost my train of thought. Damn. Oh, I hope my internet doesn't start screwing me over because I'm gonna start bringing a guest in. That would just complete the experience. So what was I on? So they kept that. Was that a knock? Give me a second. So they kept that in mind. And the other awesome thing is Zone of the Enders second run. I mean, no, the first game that takes place before the cartoon, like just slightly before the cartoon, by a few years. Jupiter is the planet where it takes place. And at first I looked at the landscape and I was wondering why it was all curved. But then I remembered that, hold on. Then I remembered that Jupiter is a gas planet. I feel kind of embarrassed that I just only recently found out that Jupiter has no ground. It's literally just a cloud. But anyways, yeah. The people in Zone of the Enders, the first game, live in a ring, just like in Halo. I looked up if Halo came before, and I kind of did. So, yeah, Konami kind of ripped off Halo. But anyways, so that was awesome. That's awesome. Those people live in a ring, and that's why the landscape looks so super curved. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
This is El Hombre, right?
Yeah, it's me. Well, hey, why is my avatar not showing up? What's going on?
No, I think it's because did you change it recently?
No, I haven't changed. I just changed my name to Anus Lord. I'm not sure why. That's weird. Oh well, what are you gonna do? How's it going, Sketchy Mandrago?
I just had to carry the stream myself. Try to
There's no one
talk
listening.
about space.
We're the only people here, man. We're
almost. I mean, there was one viewer. I kept them on for 5 minutes. They left. Then another viewer came, kept them on for 2 minutes left, and then again 10 minutes left.
Well, the last time you streamed, you had about you had about 5 people in it. What's going on there?
Well, I guess that's because Ryzen kind of advertised it out. They started sending the link. He started sending the link to all his gang friends.
Right. You should advertise your show on the Liam show. Maybe just go on different shows. I started every stream I go on, I say follow me on Twitter, and and no one follows me, but it's starting to work. Have you heard of the Inexorable Word Nerd?
I've heard of the Word Nerd part.
They're about to stream. It's I think they're War Campaign guys. Ty, Rick, Tim.
No.
I was gonna go on there. I think.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you. Oh, okay. Hey. Before we go on, you're gonna have to be a little patient with me because my internet might cut me out sometimes.
You've got a little penis. What?
My internet cuts me out really often.
You seem fine. I can hear you fine.
Yeah, well, it's because you suddenly went mute, and that's when I knew my internet cut me off.
Ah, okay. I haven't stopped talking, so I didn't go mute.
So last thing you said before I cut out was where you think Word Nerd is War Campaign?
Oh, there's a guy called I follow him on Twitter. Inexorable Word Nerd. They're doing a stream Well, now I think I might check it out. But I'm not sure how you feel about War Campaign. I'm guessing you don't like them.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, I only dislike the only guy that I truly dislike from War Campaign because I'm really indifferent to them. It's just Panboy.
Oh yeah.
Because you remember that stream where Ethan went ballistic on him?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Holy shit! I never thought I would hear that. It's pretty weird because like he already has a croaky voice and then he's screaming like that.
That was funny. Yeah.
So yeah, Pan.
I thought it was funny, but at the same time, it was a bit sad because I think Ethan really liked those guys, and I think it kind of hurt him to kind of have to, go get really angry at them. I don't think he wanted to, because before that, when even though there was like a bit of tension between them, you could still tell there was like that kind of chemistry. They have a similar sense of humor, and they kind of bounce off each other. It was a shame, I just wish everyone could still get along. Those guys. I kind of I try not to take sides or get involved. I like who I like. I don't like who I don't like, and that's it. I don't need to kind of, if I don't like someone, I just block them. And that's it. There's no point. There's no point.
I can definitely tell that. Ethan misses them because like every time I go, I think I try to go to Ethan to like give his stream one more chance. Yeah. Then immediately War Campaign was like brought up. I was like, well, bye bye.
Well, here's the thing. War Campaign, they kind of make fun of ours and stuff, and obviously I like ours. Yeah. But I kind of just switch off. I just laugh at the stuff I find funny. I ignore the stuff that I don't care about. Because ultimately, I don't know these guys personally, so it's kind of weird to kind of get all heated up over it. It is what it is. I hate saying that. But the thing is, there's a time when I would get really, I would join a side and I would attack the other side. I'm like, why am I getting angry?
You feel like a hero, like in a war, but then like reality hits you and you realize I could be fapping instead.
Exactly, fapping Mandrago.
Yeah, hell. That's gonna be my new name and my alt.
You were talking about Superman on his home planet.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, okay, the Kryptonians in most stories are said to be super strong, like equal strength to Superman. So he was really like a dime a dozen. And so I'm thinking,
I think they have retard strength.
Yeah, retard strength. What?
You haven't heard of retard strength?
I'm gonna type it in on Google right now because I have no idea.
Well, Google's very PC now, so you might not be able to find it. It's probably an Urban Dictionary. It's like people with Down syndrome are just incredibly strong for some reason.
Really, I have no idea.
I think it's like a leverage thing, like like chimpanzees. They've got like really long arms, and they can just they could tear your head off, kind of thing.
Like that one woman.
Yeah.
A really infamous story, yeah.
I don't know the actual biomechanics of it, but it's just, if you just go on Urban Dictionary or something, you'll be able to find it. It's like it's called retard. It's like imagine it's like who was that guy from Game of Thrones, the big oaf? Shut the door, that guy.
The guy that went like on Survivor, like naked and afraid with that one black woman.
No, he was in Game of Thrones. He was the big.
The Mountain?
No, he was the big simpleton. He was like a big simple guy. Shut the door. Shut the door. What's his name? Oh, what the fuck was his name? Shut the door. Close the door. Hodor. Did you?
Hodor.
I'm guessing you didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Nah, I'm just pretending to keep the conversation going.
You son of a bitch.
Risey asked me if I watched The Walking Dead, and I said I've seen parts of it, but that's a total lie. I've seen like little clips, and that's it.
Walking Dead season 1, the first season is excellent. After that, fucking dog shit.
Yeah, they kind of forgot that it was about zombies.
the first season was so good that when you watch the second season, you're thinking, "Oh yeah, this is going to get any second now. It's going to get good. Any second now, it's going to get good." And it's fucking horrendous. It's awful. What they do is it's just a snooze fest until the last episode. They'll have some kind of cliffhanger, and that's kind of how they work. They've set all these things. It's like like J.J. Abrams, where he sets all these things up and nothing happens. It's like that.
Yeah, I remember all the freaking theory videos came out. I was getting super excited, and then none of them were touched upon.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking terrible show. But it had so much momentum from the first season. Second season was terrible, and then I think they would have little things. They would have some good touches here and there, which would help to kind of, inject some life into the show. But it would amount to nothing. And then I think everyone just. I'm surprised it's still going. There's spin-offs of it and everything. It's just nuts. But yes, sorry. Back to Krypton. Sorry.
Really, really fast about The Walking Dead. I'll be honest, bro. The guy who plays Negan, I forgot his name.
The actor.
The actor.
The guy from Watchmen.
I don't know if he was on Watchmen.
Yeah, he was.
He was the comedian.
Yeah.
I just realized that right now.
Did you watch? Have you seen episode 3 of The Mandalorian?
I'm too poor to have Disney Plus. All I have is like Hulu.
I don't have anything. I don't Sketchy Man Drago. I don't have any of these streaming shows. I still get to watch everything. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Ask me the questions. Ask me the questions. I'll tell you no lies.
I know a spiffy new site to watch all the new cartoons.
Yeah. 2 things. First of all, episode 2 of The Mandalorian. I don't know why everyone's crying about it. It's fucking ridiculous. It was okay. Episode. It was okay. But the thing is, when you watch it with The Mandalorian season 1, they do a lot of foreshadowing. So you might have an insignificant kind of, this character's insignificant, but later on, something happens. Episode 3 was really good. It was a whole bunch of Mandalorians, stormtroopers, all kinds of shit. A lot of Admiral Akbar, their species. Was it calamari? Something like that.
The calamarians, yeah. The Mon Calamari.
And Squid Face, the guy from the original Star Wars film. Is it Squid Face?
Squid Face.
Squid Man, Squid Cock, something like that. I've had quite a lot
Squid
of those guys. They basically, the Mandalorian goes to kind of like a kind of aquatic planet, and it's he lands on this kind of a floating kind of island, I guess, mechanical island, and it's like a fishing town basically. They're all dressed like fishermen in dungarees and stuff. It's a cool episode though. Check it out if you get a chance to watch it on the internet for free.
I'm definitely gonna watch every episode.
Anyway, back to Krypton. So they've got space midgets.
One thing I have to question: what people are suddenly thinking that just because Yoda, I don't know if these are spoilers for you, but there's a big controversy that because Baby Yoda's species is eating the eggs of the last of this other alien species.
Dude, they were just eggs.
Suddenly he's evil.
They were eggs. They were just unfertilized eggs. I don't know why all these fucking purple head retards are losing their shit over it. It's crazy.
I mean, they're thinking he's evil because he ate them, and now that's like genocide. But I mean, that's literally, I've seen that kind of joke so many times.
Dude, it was just eggs. They were just eggs.
Yeah, there's no males. They're not going to do anything.
Plus,
I don't think there's any breeding in Star Wars.
Also, it's been established that Baby Yoda is not a fucking vegetarian. He eats live critters, He'll pick up a critter, gobble it whole. I don't understand. I think there's a tiny little handful of SJW super vegan, purple-haired, triple binary gendered idiots who lose their fucking shit because they think Yoda should be vegan and Baby Yoda should be vegan. It's right from the start he eats anything. That's one of the jokes of the show. He's this really cute little creature. Yeah, he'll just gobble up a fucking rat or or whatever. He'll grab a lizard and just chomp it down whole. That's one of the jokes, of the show. So I don't know why all these idiots were freaking out, but I think 99.999% of the world who watched that episode would not have even thought twice about it. I think the thing about social media like Twitter is it amplifies the voices of these awful super left.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But I watched it; it was fine. I never once felt uncomfortable or whatever. It's just silly. Anyway, back to Krypton. What were we talking about?
So I'm saying because the gravity is so high, because Kryptonians are so strong, because I'm assuming because the gravity is super high.
Yeah,
they should be short. They should look like Mario with muscles.
Unless they have super strong skeletal structures, bones,
But I mean, I heard somewhere that where the gravity level of wherever you grow in space determines your height.
Right.
Because it's literally pulling you down. So there's this one experiment they conducted where they had a bunch of babies grow out in literally outer space, not in any planets.
Really?
And they all grew like spaghetti limbs.
You mean like a theoretical experiment?
No. It actually happened. There's fucking pictures.
There's babies in space.
Yeah, kids and babies grew up in space, and they all developed. Yeah, and they all developed really weak spaghetti limbs that were twice as long as regular limbs that we have. And because there's no gravity in space, so they're all weak. It's like they have polio.
Well, have you ever watched that show, The Expanse?
No, The Expanse. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, it's related to what you just said. So it's set in our solar system. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the asteroid belt.
Yeah.
So sections of the asteroid belt have been colonized by humans as well, and I don't know how many hundreds of years have been there, right? But they're on the asteroid belt because I guess they mine the asteroids for whatever minerals or metals and stuff. But the people that live on the asteroid belt, as you described, because of the low gravity, they've kind of mutated or adapted, and they've got really long limbs. They're kind of really skinny, long-limbed kind of humans, which is what you were saying about those babies in space.
Yeah.
So that's I get where you're talking. I don't know how old is this babies in space thing?
The pictures I saw, they all looked like really grainy black and white photos. So I'm assuming, at least in the freaking, when did space travel start? The late 50s?
That's when the Russian dog went to space, I think.
Yeah, so I'm assuming the late 50s is when they conducted that experiment, because those photos look really old and really decayed.
I don't think babies have been in space. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Obviously, you wouldn't publicize that kind of thing. Who was the first dog in space? Laika?
Yeah. I don't know if I has a weird pronunciation like Luca, because it's Russian.
I was going to make a joke. My name is Laika, but I have to check that. I wasn't sure you. I didn't think you get the reference. Are you looking up recall strength?
I looked it up earlier, but Urban Dictionary wouldn't load for me. So I'm moving on to the first space dog. Oh yeah, Laika. Yeah, Laika.
Yeah, she was on a stamp. It was a female dog. What's wrong with your internet sketching, man?
I don't know. It's weird. Was I cutting out earlier?
Is this an ongoing problem or just happened today?
It happened ever since I started bringing guests into my stream, which was which was 2 streams ago.
Right.
When I had Risey on, and then my internet kept cutting out, and I kept kicking me, but Risey was still in the stream himself.
Hey, the inexorable word nerd is streaming. There's only 8 people watching. So I'm going to stay here. I'll just letting you know.
I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't stream snipe him because I'm on mobile.
There's no need. I'm I've never heard of it before. Well, what it is, Sketchy Man. Here's the thing. Here's the deal. Here's the lowdown. Have you heard of Nerdrotic?
Yeah, I've heard of Nerdrotic. He's like the only famous guy. He's the only like super famous guy that has any like foot in CG.
Well, I think he's more fan than Menace than a CG.
I know, but they kind of sometimes they like assimilate, and then sometimes they divide.
Yeah. So what I was going to say was, sorry, bear with me.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say was, I went on to the Nerdrotic. He was streaming earlier. Okay. So I was posting in the chat, and the chat was moving so fast that there's no fucking point. There's no fucking point. And I just posted in all caps. That's one of the reasons I type in all caps. I posted in there. Posting in this chat is like farting in a hurricane. Like, you know what I mean? There's no fucking point. And they were just complaining about SJW. That's all they're doing. And it's no fun. So that's why I try to seek out not smaller streams with not a huge audience. That way, and also the people streaming, they interact with the chat as well. That's very important. Otherwise, there's no point. Unless you're super interesting. I need to have a back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and on Nerdrotic, they were talking about SJW is ruining everything, and I thought, you know what? Okay, you've been talking about this for 2 hours, and I've listened to it for 10 minutes, and it's interesting, but I get the point. I don't need to hear 2 hours of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the point. Okay, just SJWs are ruining stuff. They were talking about knitting.
Knitting?
Yeah, there was a woman on the show called Kerry Smith. Let me find her. Kerry Smith. You may have heard of her. Yeah, Kerry Smith. She's got a book called Unsafe Space.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just post it in the chat. Yeah, and she's kind of cute. And she was talking about she was part of this knitting club, and the same thing that was happening to comics where they were accusing people of racism and white privilege and stuff. There was one person who's I don't know if it's a club or a community or on Twitter or online. I don't know where. I don't know the platform these knitting people kind of interact on. But one of them, for example, one of them was a huge fan of India in terms of the colors and the bright, vibrant colors of the clothes they wear and stuff like that. So this person wanted to go to India to check it out, and that person got accused of having white privilege, colonialism, colonialistic attitudes, I guess cultural appropriation, all this kind of shit. I was like, what the fuck? So
Brie Larson can relate.
Well, exactly. Someone in the chat mentioned Brie Larson. And it was actually quite funny. There were loads of knitting gags going on.
Oh, did I lose you?
Sorry? Hello?
All right. Yeah, cut it out. Okay,
Testes.
good thing is that...
Testes. 1, 2, 3.
Testes, yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's similar to comics or any other medium, and these same people have infiltrated it. So it was quite funny. Everyone was laughing about it. They was like, knitting, what the fuck?
Oh, god damn it.
What's happened?
Stupid internet cut you out again. The last thing you said was it's the same thing as in comics.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. So it was funny. They were talking about knitting, which is my grandmother used to knit. I mean, she's not alive anymore. But knitting is such like a chilled out, quiet, subdued kind of, low T kind of thing. And it's just crazy. It's crazy that you've got all these fucking super uptight, angry. I just think, you know what, Sketchy Man Drago?
Yeah.
Drago.
Oh, people just call me Drago.
Yeah, SMD. you know what I think is? Do you know what I think the problem is, SMD?
What?
I think it's twofold. First of all, the internet allows people that I would normally not even fucking go near. It gives them a voice. A lot of these people would not get in your face in real life. On the internet, they get to, you know what I mean? They get to amplify it. The internet provides an opportunity for mentals to amplify their voices. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I think in the Western world, especially, a lot of people just have nothing to struggle against. They have nothing to struggle against. But human nature, we have this. We need to struggle. That's why there's so much depression. You know, why do you think? You know, because of the lockdown, everyone's stuck indoors. There's nothing to do. People have got this energy, and I think that's part of the problem as well. Drago, what do you think?
Well, I mean, the irony to me is that they could use that energy to like garden or do some exercising, or do something with a hobby. But people are just too lazy to find a hobby.
Yeah, very good point, Sketching Man. Here's the thing. So that's a third factor there. They've got all this pent up energy, frustration, nothing to struggle against, but they don't have the motivation or the kind of drive to actually do anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas me, you know, I was getting a bit fed up working from home, and the gyms are all shut. So I just work out at home. I go for a walk. I'll go on live streams. I'll chat to people like you. You know, you do something, but you know, I don't know. And also, you know, the internet. You know, it's anonymous. You can take out your anger on people. You know, I've done it in the past. I'm guilty of it. I'm not a saint, but then you realize, hang on, why am I being a dick? Knock it off, and you kind of stop. You know, I think you're on mute.
Yeah.
Were you breaking wind? Is that why you went on mute?
No, I was chewing.
Sketch, Drago, if you need to fart, just fart, man. You don't have to
worry. Yeah, like
Anyway, we were talking about
Krypton. I was listening.
Yeah, we were talking about Krypton. What's going on with Krypton?
Oh my god, I completely lost my train of thought.
We keep getting sidetracked. So Krypton, there would be midgets, but you know, we're assuming they have human bone structure, you know, on Krypton. Mm-hmm. So if they've got stronger bones, I'm not talking about penises. Settle down. I'm talking about actual bones.
Yeah.
So there wouldn't necessarily be midgets, Sketching Man. You know, and also the high gravity thing. If you think about the original Superman, where he could jump tall buildings, it kind of made sense, you know.
Yeah. That's how strong his muscles were.
Yeah. Then they changed it so he could just fly around. And
you know why they did that, right?
Nope.
All right. So you heard of Fleischer Studios?
Yeah.
The people that animated Betty Boop and such.
Yeah.
It was way too tedious to keep animating and drawing Superman jumping over and over. So they just asked the guys if they could just make him fly. And they agreed. And that's how it went. That's why Superman can fly.
That's the reason.
Mm-hmm. Jeez. Not even kidding. Because the animators didn't want to draw him jumping over and over again.
Lazy motherfucker.
There's a few scenes in those 50s Spider-Man, Superman cartoons where he is still jumping. So it was a pretty So it was a pretty late.
Is it 40s?
The 50s, or is it the 40s?
I'm sure it's earlier than that.
Wow. I watched Fleischer Superman like all the time.
I watched it when I was a kid. I got the video.
40s.
Yeah, there you go. Let's get you, man. Come on, dog. 50s. Come on, dude.
You know, I find that cartoons from like the 60s, 70s, and even the 80s kind of look the same. And only in the 90s they started looking different. I mean, I thought I was watching G.I. Joe, that 80s cartoon, and I thought it was a freaking Hanna-Barbera Johnny Quest show.
You know
That
what?
Hanna-Barbera made another realistic cartoon, but no, it was in the 80s, and that blew my mind.
Sketchy Man, I never got the appeal of G.I. Joe. Never got into it.
Nah, me neither.
I
I mean, it's
honestly
just a bunch of.
I don't get the hard on people have for GI. Here's the thing: when I say I don't like GI Joe, it's not because I'm anti-war or all that shit. I've got a problem with the military. It's just I'm not. And even if you do, I don't care if you whatever. But to me, they're just dudes in uniform doing army shit. Like that's real life. I'd rather see something a bit extraordinary, you know.
Well, they do use lasers because they were not allowed to use bullets in the cartoon.
Yeah, but potato, you know.
Yeah. I think it's because it's like an orchestra. Because with a rock band, you feel like some connection to the individual band members. But with an orchestra, everyone's just a robot. You feel no personhood with anyone in an orchestra, maybe except for the guy waving
unless
his
there's
dildo.
unless there's a hot Asian chick playing on a cello or some shit.
Yeah, it's always the cello.
Yeah, and then you focus on her, and then you start getting a little tingle in the end of your cock.
Yeah,
you know, because you're bored and there's nothing else to focus on, and you start, you wouldn't look at her twice normally, and you start thinking, I wonder if she takes a snatch. Sorry, just to I'm gonna just hang on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post something in the private chat. That's the stream those guys are streaming on.
The comic page, do only Columbus, Ty Beard. Is that Ty Beard?
I don't know. It just says Ty.
Man, fuck Ty Beard. He fucking just okay. Have you heard of the fucking Vic Mignogna case at all?
He's the guy who hugs people.
Yeah, he just hugs people, whispers in their ear because they literally ask him to do it.
He hugged Anna, the Star Wars girl with
really
with double D tits. Yeah. Oh, she hugged him first.
Right. I can be Aussie CG's Anna because I'm also Hispanic and or she's Portuguese.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much different that is from Hispanic. But I also live in Southern California.
Oh, SoCal.
And my name begins with A, and the second letter is an N. So
Anus.
Andrew.
Not anus.
Sadly, no.
So, well, anus begins with an A, and the second letter is an N. So, are you sure it's not anus?
Well, I don't know. That's what my mom keeps telling me. That it's Andrew. It's not anus. It's Andrew.
Okay. Well, Andrew. Hey, Andrew's okay. There's nothing wrong with Andrew.
Yeah.
It's not as cool as anus, but what is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
No.
Maybe I'll change it legally.
You know what? I think if you change your hey, what was that? I just saw I saw something I wasn't supposed to see there. What's going on?
Bitch, I muted my mic and I was talking to you.
Yeah.
I muted my mic.
I just saw your breakfast or something, your lunch.
No, it's like it says 7:30 p.m. right here in South California.
Yeah, you are 8 hours behind.
That space launch. This is why I'm hosting this stream right now, because this space launch is going to be in 11 hours. Or no, 23 hours.
Sorry?
The space launch is going to be in 23 hours. So I thought it'd be appropriate to stream at 6.
Sketchy Man, I'm just going to make myself a drink. You don't mind if I just quickly disappear for a minute or two?
Yeah, That's all right. I got a
Are you going to still be
Rising
around?
messaged me. Oh, of course I will. I plan to
Okay.
stream for many hours.
Okay, I'm not going to mute. I'll still be unmuted, but I'm going to get myself a whiskey and something.
Yeah.
A whiskey and piss.
Mm-hmm.
You keep talking. Keep talking.
All right.
Dead is a crime. So yeah, talk about
right.
Krypton.
So
why are there no black people on Krypton?
No bad people?
Black people.
Not enough sun. You know, that's one thing. Like, people started developing theories as to how suddenly, like, what we got our pigmentation from, and people like people theorize that the sun actually determined what our skin pigmentation is. So Krypton might have like very little sun, so everyone became pale.
That makes sense.
Now the other thing is that we assume Superman or like Kal-El's white, but he's an alien, so really it's debatable if he's white. I mean, it could just be that all the Kryptonians just somehow look like humans and they all look the same. It's kind of like with Goku, like people describe him as Asian, but I think even the original creator said he looked white, and then the way he's drawn looks kind of white. But I'm talking about Goku now. He's in the same thing because Goku and Superman are kind of the same thing. Goku's literally just a ripoff. But people don't want to think that. So yeah, here's what I'm thinking. Krypton is extremely has low sun, has very little sunlight, and Kryptonians just like they all look like Caucasian men or Caucasian people, but it's not. But it's because it's very different from Earth.
Yeah,
motherfucker, you're putting me on the spot. Now I'm gonna get clipped by some weirdo, and he's gonna spread this in 10 years. Say I hate Indians or something.
Don't worry about it, Andy. It's cool. So you said Risey just messaged you. What's Risey saying?
I can't. Well, that's DMs. All I'm gonna. What I can't say is that he may or may not come on.
Ah.
So I sent him the link.
Well, if it's I'm guessing it's in the morning in Australia. Let me just find out. I think he's in Perth. Time in Perth, Australia now. It's 11:34. So he should be pretty drunk by now.
Yeah. I hope he does.
I don't know how these guys like Berserk and Risey get shit-faced drunk at like 10 in the morning. It's fucking nuts.
I saw this one show where the characters all reacted negatively to this one woman because she was drunk at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Mm.
And
I mean, it depends. Let's say it's Christmas Day. You start drinking early, fine, but not every day. Just nuts, fucking nuts. I mean, how do you get anything done?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, that's like Berserk. Like he does electrician work, right?
Yeah.
How in the world do you keep a steady hand when you're at a hangover every day?
I don't know. Some people can do it. I couldn't do it. I would struggle.
Maybe they're functionally drunk. Oh wait, Rising isn't even employed. He said so himself. So
yeah, he's independently wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot. What model of base do you have?
Oh, have you heard of Warwick?
Warwick? Yeah, I heard of Warwick.
Yeah, we call it Warwick in the UK. It's a Warwick thumb base.
Warwick thumb bass.
It's a 5-string Warwick thumb bass GPS model. I'll find it for you I'll find it on YouTube.
I lost you again. God damn it.
GPS. Give me a sec. One sec. Black. Suck my dick and lick my balls. Oh yeah. Suck my dick and lick my balls. Yeah. Oh yeah. Suck my dick and lick my balls. 1 second, Sketching Man. Hang in there. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Oh shit.
Hello.
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
What's happened?
I got kicked out on my own internet.
Can you hear me now?
And yeah, I can hear you now.
Don't worry, you didn't miss much. It's okay.
Yeah, the last thing you said was GPS.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah,
I'm gonna find it. Don't worry. Hang in there.
It's got those electro special pickups that you got to put batteries into.
Active pickups.
Active. That's right. It's been a long time.
It's been a schlong time. Schlong.
I'm horny.
So 1 second. I'm gonna go into the fuck is the chat. I'm gonna post a link and you can have a look. That is what it looks like.
I literally got it up on Google Images, but yeah.
That's the one. It's a high polished black.
Oh, black, huh?
Blacker than 1,000 midnights. Sketching Man. That's what it is. I wanted to get a. Oh, you're gone.
Okay. Hello.
Sketching Man, you just kicked yourself.
Nah, my StreamYard's caught up with the fact that I disconnected and reconnected with my internet, and then kicked me.
Yeah, so that's the bass I've got. It's a 5-string Warwick bass. I got a really good deal on it. The one I got it a lot cheaper.
Mm.
But it's nice bass.
You know Alembic?
Oh yeah.
You know that one Alembic bass that John Paul Jones got?
Yep.
I want that fucking thing.
Are they quite expensive?
Oh hell yeah! And they don't even let celebrities pay for it any cheaper. Everyone pays the same price. Now the one, holy shit, bro, that is super loud.
Sorry, dog.
Yeah, that's fine. I did the same thing to on one of Oz's streams with my own bass.
I remember.
Let me think. I kind of forgot what it's called because now the one thing is that a lot of people think that his Alembic bass had the worst tone ever, and I can see why. There's way too much treble in my opinion.
I mean, Alembic,
but
I've heard of the brand, but I've never listened to any reviews of the bass, so I don't really know. I can know that's a freaky bass. It's an 8-string bass.
Yeah.
Isn't that what
I guess that's
hang on. Okay, 1 sec.
Yeah.
8-string bass is Pearl Jam.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Pearl Jam. You know the intro to Jeremy.
I heard I've actually listened to 2 other songs.
Oh, what
Jeremy, unfortunately, is not one of them.
What kind of music are you into, Sketching Man?
I consider myself to be an all music fan.
Prog rock, sexy rock, gay rock.
I guess all of them really.
Cock rock.
I'm not super biased. If there's a country song I like, then I'll like it.
Let's say you play the bass, right?
Yeah,
So you've learned bass lines to songs, I'm guessing.
many. I probably forgot them all because it's been years.
So which kind of songs have you learned bass lines to, like which would kind of stick out in your mind?
Well, I started like playing instruments because of the Rolling Stones and like mainly the '60s Rolling Stones.
They're one of my favorite bands.
So,
I love the Rolling Stones. What's your favorite Rolling Stones song, Sketchy Man? I'll tell you what you
oh
want.
man,
My favorite.
you tell me first.
My favorite is of Exile. It's called "Loving Cup." I love that song. It's a really good kind of drinking song, camaraderie. I love the whole sound of that album, Exile on Main Street. It's just I know some people don't like it, but I like the kind of really warm, fuzzy, kind of beer buzz vibe production sounds. The whole album, I love it. So Loving Cup. I mean, I love a shitload of Rolling Stone songs, but the Loving Cup is my favorite, I guess. I get very sentimental when I hear it.
Now I'm a weirdo because I like some of my favorite songs from the Rolling Stones are from like the period that most people consider their worst.
Really?
So like this, yeah. So like
Steel
I'm
Wheel.
going to my Spotify. No. Like in '67 when their music started to get all flamboyant, and it's like it's not rock, we hate it. That's how people were.
Oh, yeah.
I have a bunch of favorite Rolling Stones songs, but my favorite album is I think it's Out of Our Heads or December's Children.
Oh yeah, you'll need to name individual songs, Sketchy
But
Man.
all right, let's see. Now, the last time.
There's a girl who pushed me
Okay.
around under my thumb. That's a great song.
Yeah. Let's see. The last time, you know.
This could be the last time. This could be the last time. Yeah, that's a great song.
Baby,
the last time.
I don't know.
Great song.
Yeah. Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Of course, great song.
All right. Now from there's like what 4 songs off of Their Satanic Majesty's Request.
Oh yeah.
Citadel.
I don't know that song. I don't know that one. I'll check it out.
2,000 Light Years from Home.
I know the song title. I heard that a long time ago. I can't remember how it goes. I know Boney M covered it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Dancing with Mr. D and Bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Great song.
Moonlight Mile. Moonlight Mile is my favorite Mick Taylor song.
I know the title, but I can't remember how the song goes. I'll check it out.
When the wind blows.
No. Which album?
It's off of Let It. No. It's off of Sticky Fingers.
Okay, I haven't heard the whole album. I've got it. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
What happened was I managed to acquire Sticky Fingers, Let It Bleed, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
Off the internet. Ask Me No Questions to No Lies.
Black market, yeah.
Like I say, ask me no questions. But I like to buy CDs. If I really, really like an album, I'll buy the CD. So I've got Exile on Main Street and a few other Rolling Stone albums that I really, really got into, like heavily got into. But with those other albums, I haven't listened to them that much. I keep getting told that those are really good albums. And I will get around to listening to them. But I need to, great albums. I like a lot of the Stones. Some songs which a lot of their hardcore fans kind of look down on, which I love.
It's me. I'm a hardcore fan that loves their bad songs.
Hang on, what's a song? How's it go? What's it called? It's off Steel Wheels.
I don't think I have any Steel Wheels albums in my playlist actually.
I just know. I just know the singles. I'm trying to think of the name of the song.
Prodigal Son.
No,
Hey
no,
Negrita.
no. These are 80s songs.
Oh yeah, like not Waiting for a Friend, right? Everyone likes that one.
Oh, that Waiting for a Friend is my favorite. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is like has that camaraderie feel that on a good day it would make me tear up.
Yeah, that's one of the songs I love. When we had the first lockdown in the UK, which started in March, and it kind of lasted the whole summer. I'd have one or two friends come over to my house, and we would just basically just play songs and drink beer. And the sun was out, it was warm, and Waiting on a Friend was like one of the songs we used to play all the time. We'd have a nice kind of friendly beer buzz going on.
Don't need a whore, don't need no booze.
Yeah,
don't need a virgin priest.
Well, I need booze.
Yeah.
Let's go fucking nuts here. Wow, what the fuck is that song called? Hang on, let me go on. Let me find my Rolling Stones.
Meanwhile, I'll tell you which song like I fucking teared up on. As Tears Go By. That one made me cry so often.
Oh, yeah. Why did it make you cry, Sketchy Man?
Because he's like super lonely, and I think he's realizing how old he's getting, and he's kind of miserable now. I think that's what the message was. Oh, bro, Marianne Faithfull. You know Marianne Faithfull, right?
Yeah, she stuck a chocolate bar in her vagina.
Yeah. You ever hear that one groupie from Led Zeppelin that stuck a shark up her?
The mud shark incident.
Yeah. But it was. What if it was still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, she covered it, and I mean, it's there. I think she's super hot though. Well, back when she was younger.
Yeah, I found the song. It's called Mixed Emotions. You're not the only one that's feeling lonesome. I love that song, man. It's great. Whenever I talk to hardcore Rolling Stone fans who are really snooty, they think I'm trolling them. I always like to say, I've got friends who are like real prog rock fans. When I say friends, I don't mean I mean real life friends that I know. The band Yes?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the most famous prog rock band of all time.
Yeah, so I always say, guys, they'll be talking about Yes and shit, and I'll be sat there bored, and I'll just I'll just butt in and say, guys, I tell you right now, the best Yes song is "Owner of a Lonely Heart," and they just you can see they know I'm trolling, but they just you can see them. That song.
My personal favorite from Yes is the fucking one everyone knows now because of that anime.
The only Yes song I know is "The Owner of a Lonely Heart."
Oh, what was it? Oh, I see. I'm kind of I'm sort of the same way when people say "Give Me Shelter" is my favorite Rolling Stone song.
Yeah,
it's like, of course it is.
No, I think you mean "Satisfaction."
Yeah, that one too, but now that one's a little bit more obscure than "Give Me Shelter."
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I totally think so.
Nah, "Satisfaction" is more famous. Or "Start Me Up." Start Me Up.
Oh, Start Me Up. The fucking radio ruined Start Me Up. They played it way too goddamn often.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You should totally listen to the isolated bass line of "Gimme Shelter." Because holy shit. That is... I think Bill Wyman played it. That is his strongest bass line in all the songs. Yeah, there's they drowned him out. They drowned his bass out so much that you can barely fucking hear it. But now they got isolated basses. They put it in as its own remix.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. It's a weird thing. When I first started playing the guitar, when I was 15, 14, 15. I'd listen to I'm a huge fan of Queen, and
yeah.
I don't know if you like Queen or not, but I'm a huge fan. And a Prince, Queen, David Bowie, I think one of the reasons I was into those bands, I like their music, but also that there was a lot of variation of styles. You know what I mean? And also they had so many albums, you could just collect them. So if you were somebody who was had a kind of like a collector kind of personality, like comic book fans, we got to collect comics and shit. If you're a Bowie fan, Prince fan, they had so many albums. Like Frank Zappa, he's got loads of albums. You kind of knew what you were getting, and then you whatever kind of style of music they did. Like David Bowie's got albums which are completely different to each other. He's got one album with like Young Americans is pure like soul kind of style. Then he's got like Ziggy Stardust, which is glam rock. They're very different. I would just listen to the guitars and the vocals. I never paid any attention to the bass until I started listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Then I started noticing the bass. Then I'd go back to all these albums I liked. I thought, wow, these have got really fucking cool bass lines, So yeah. So I'll check out that. I'll check out that Rolling Stones song you mentioned.
Yeah. I mean, sorry that I like keep interrupting you but
I'm just.
it's just that insane.
Sorry?
I mean, no, he's not like fucking shredding because that's not his style. But it's a really doomy kind of bass line. I don't think Keith Richards could have come up with something like that.
Well, here's the thing, Sketchy Man. I was I think I mentioned I'm a huge Queen fan.
Yeah.
I never paid attention to John Deacon's bass lines, but the other day I found a YouTube channel called Lefty Bassman or Bassman Lefty. He's a left-handed bass player, basically.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And he plays and also has the tab running along the bottom of the screen. I think he's a huge fan of Queen, the Beatles, and a few other bands, and so he's uploaded videos of him playing along to Queen songs, and he has a tab, the tablature underneath, and I was like, God damn, John Deacon plays some complicated bass lines. Like he's not shredding, but it's like he's aware of every single. He's not, but the same, he's not playing a riff. Like he's playing the chords. You know what I mean? And he's sliding between chords and all kinds of. It's like. What he's playing is not obvious or easy,
Yeah.
So I've started. The song "Bicycle Race"?
Oh, I think I do.
Yeah. So I saw the bass line to that. The guy did a cover of it, and I was like, man, that's quite hard to play for a kind of silly song in a way,
who has some really insane bass lines, and he was like really young, probably like my age. I'm in my 20s, by the way. I'm 22.
Yeah.
The guy from fucking. God damn it! Is that Morrissey's band? I forgot their name already. The band where Morrissey is in.
Oh, the Smiths.
The Smiths, yeah.
Oh, they were
the Smiths.
The Smiths are
like.
Yeah.
One of your favorites?
Yeah. I love the Smiths. They've got a song called "This Charming Man."
Oh yeah. Now we can relate.
The bass line for "This Charming Man" is so bouncy.
It's easily the melody.
Yeah,
it's not even the bass line anymore. It's the melody.
Yeah, it's a fantastic bass line. Yeah. Smiths are a great band. Great British band, 80s band. I'm surprised. How did you get into the Smiths, Sketchy Man?
I mean, a lot of the music I got into was either because of my mom or the radio.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure my mom.
Your mom's from the. She's British. Your mom.
Do I sound British? No. We a lot of because like kind of British kind of. Had a monopoly. They used to have a monopoly on music.
Yeah, I get it.
All around the world. Now it's fucking Korea.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but But yeah, like there's a million British bands here that get played here. Like Tears for Fears. I forget sometimes that they are British.
I love Tears for Fears. I love Head Over Heels. It's a great song.
You know how I got into them? Fucking Donnie Darko. I heard the main song, and I didn't know it was a cover.
Mm.
And then
Which song?
I listened. It was Mad World.
Oh
And then
man, great song. Donnie Darko had Echo and the Bunnymen. There's a song
oh
called something Moon. What's it called? Moon.
yeah.
Let me find it. It's off Donnie Darko. It's a great song.
I gotta check this out. I can position my phone. All right. Can you read any of this?
Killing Moon. Have you heard of Killing Moon?
I don't know.
Oh, you'd love it.
I only remember like the Tears for Fear songs off of Donnie Darko.
It's off Donnie Darko. It's a song by Echo and the Bunnymen. They did covered People Are Strange on a Lost Boys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that was a cover.
Yeah, they've got a song called Killing Moon. I think you'd love. If you like Tears for Fears, you'd love it.
Yeah, check it out. That's my fucking Rolling Stones playlist on Spotify. It's extremely long.
I used to go to this pub, and the DJ every time I walked in, he would play "Loving Cup" because he knew it was my favorite song. He was a huge Rolling Stones fan, and he had all the songs on his computer. Yeah, you got everything, man. You got all the whole shit, man.
You know, that's the thing about the radio that like it keeps me up at night. The Rolling Stones have 1 million albums, have 1 million songs, and the radio plays like fucking 5.
Well, it's like, they want to play the hits. They want to chase people away, I guess. Can't blame them.
Now, what I think the Rolling Stone song that best defines them is fucking, what was it? The singer, no, Blue Turns to Gray.
I don't know that song.
That's off of December's Children, and the cover, the album cover is like really. The album cover is the Rolling Stones, like out at some lake, and like you can.
Isn't it cold? Are they all wearing coats? It's like a.
Oh, they're always wearing coats. From like they were so poor that they couldn't even afford blankets, so they just slept in their coats.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I think that's the song that like best defines them.
I'll check it out. All December's Children.
Yeah. Now,
hang on. I'm going to post a link in the chat in the
private chat or the comment
in the sexy chat, the private chat.
All right.
It's just a song called "The Killing Moon," Echo and the Bunnymen. It's not fun. I've never seen Donnie Darko, but I could play it now, but I don't need a channel to get struck. Yeah, I'm not big enough to recover from a strike yet. Yeah, so I'll post the link to the song. I think you'll like it. If you like the other songs off that movie, I haven't seen it, but that's a song. I think a whole new generation of people got into it because of the movie Donnie Darko. Yeah. So yeah, well, I guess I'm part of that. I hope you like it. If you don't like it, who cares? It is what it is. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, Krypton. Shit. Yeah, they all should be short people, even though they're not. And yeah. And I guess it makes sense to different people that they are tall or I mean, if Mario height. They had a red sun. Yeah, the one he's Russian. Yeah. Do you think they have bigger eyes? He did. No, the Krypton people, because they had a red sun, right? Yeah. So, does that mean less sunlight, or a lower quality of sunlight compared to a yellow sun? I thought a red sun means that you're probably gonna die, or you're probably already dead. You need bigger eyes to kind of absorb, see better, look better, or bigger pupils. Actually, all right, you know Gollum from Lord of the Rings, right? Yeah. He's my neighbor.
my spirit animal. Well, he's described as having really big eyes for that reason, like very lanternous eyes, because he lives in the dark. So yeah,
Exactly.
imagine if imagine if Superman looks like a human fish.
Mm.
That would be the Red Sun Kryptonians, probably.
Exactly. And how would the red sun and high gravity affect the length of their bongs as well? You know,
Mm. Well,
it's something
at
to
least
think
it
about.
does.
Get you, man. Something to think about.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's something indeed to think about that I'll probably just forget in like 10 minutes because I got some really bad short-term memory loss.
Really? How come?
I think I started developing it. I don't know.
Have you got cocaine brain damage?
I'm too poor for cocaine. I just
CBD.
have to settle for
One of my friends had cocaine brain damage.
really. Damn.
Yeah, he was fine. He was fine. Then one day he had a bit of cocaine. The next day he kept seeing lights in front of his eyes. He was freaking out, and he was supposed to get promoted. And he's like, "Man, I can't get promoted, man. I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fucking crash and burn. There's something wrong with me." And I coined the phrase "cocaine brain damage" because I try not to take anything too seriously.
Mm.
Yeah, I said, "Look, you'll be fine, man. You'll be fine." And yeah, I think he kind of. I'm not really sure what the problem was, but I said, "Look, just stop doing cocaine."
Yeah. Just shooting heroin is so much better. You won't get brain damage from heroin.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. Although I'm gonna criticize Louis. His name was Louis Armstrong, right?
Sorry?
I'm gonna criticize him for saying stupid. Only stupid people are breeding. Like, is he? Does he really think he's all that intelligent?
Who's that?
No, the main singer. He's like one of the lyrics is
Louis Armstrong.
only. Yeah, one of the lyrics of that song is like he's assuming that he's like this
Louis
intelligent guy.
Louis,
Yeah.
the jazz trumpeter.
Oh shit. Well, his last name is Armstrong, right?
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah, Billy Joe Armstrong.
Sketchy
I wish
man,
all Armstrongs were just named Neil.
Sketchy man, go on to the on the Google.
Yeah.
And type in Louis Armstrong.
He's the guy with that really hard to listen to voice.
Yeah, just do it. Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think him and Billy Joe Armstrong look the same.
I don't think he was in Green Day.
But they kind of look the same.
I mean, if you're Stevie Wonder. Yes, I guess maybe. Yeah.
I must say, for a punk guy, he has a really nice singing voice.
He's a great singer.
I mean, I criticize Nirvana because I absolutely despise Kurt Cobain's singing voice.
Really?
He seems like he's like not trying at all, like literally not trying at all, and like just yelling.
Isn't that the whole idea?
Well, like it hurts. Maybe it is a whole idea, but then it starts getting really annoying that I end up changing the radio station.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like a few songs from Nirvana, but you know.
I just think I used to love Nirvana. The big album that they had, Nevermind, they used to play it on the TV and radio so much. Even though I had the album, I couldn't listen to it. But I used to enjoy his other albums, like In Utero, Bleach, Insecticide. I listened to them a lot, but Nevermind, I had it, but it was like when you have too much dessert and you start feeling sick and like, oh, I can't eat any more dessert.
Oh yeah.
Whatever thing you enjoy, whatever thing you're into. I don't know if you're a dessert fan or a, let's say you're a gay man and you've had loads of cock and you think, oh, I can't take any more cock. Oh god.
Yeah, just has to get some flaccid stuff once in a while.
Yeah, oh man, all this jizz. So, I mean, they're all great songs on the album, but I just can't listen to it by choice because it's just I've heard it 10,000 billion times.
Maybe that's how people felt about the Beatles.
Yeah,
Too much good stuff.
the Beatles, the Beatles, yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You know, one genre of music I started getting into recently. I was always into it, but I rediscovered it.
Gay
Was
sex music?
almost.
Hmm.
It's French techno, French house music.
I know nothing about French techno.
See, that's kind of where my music fan kind of thing comes from, because I like almost all music.
Yeah, I used to. I mean, I don't know. I guess you kind of have to send because I like a lot. I like a lot of electronic music, a lot of dance music, a lot of all that kind of stuff. So I guess you kind of, I guess you'd have to mention. I'll be honest with you, Sketchy Mandrago.
Yeah,
I haven't heard examples of that genre. So
that's the thing. That's the pretty great thing about being the odd man out, because you feel kind of like unique.
I think you're very unique, Sketchy Mandrago.
Thank you. I think you're uniquely sexy.
I'm assuming when I say you are unique, I'm assuming that your avatar photo is what you look like.
Maybe, but I have to admit,
because if that's what you're pretty unique. You've got like weird ears that look like avocados.
Well, I will have to disclaim some stuff because that's a bit of a catfish. This is literally where I got it from, and I knew exactly what to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first fucking image on Google Images.
Okay.
Hold on. It'll be up.
Oh, I recognize that person.
Yeah, that's literally what I referenced, and I knew exactly what to look up, and I knew exactly what I was going for.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I drew this really just to disturb Liam, and I figured it did.
Yeah. Did it bother him?
I think he has a deep hatred for Belle Delphine for some reason.
I recognize the image, but I'm not really sure about. I don't know. I didn't really look into the lore behind it, or the
Oh, and on her tongue is actually Oz's avatar.
Yeah. I noticed.
Oh, you said an avocado, so I assumed.
What's going on with Oz, man? He's not streaming anymore.
Hey, he might stream tomorrow, which is why I started doing this stream. And well, I mean, silly me, I was expecting hundreds of viewers because I titled it Space Stream or Space Launch Stream.
I think you just. I don't think people are aware that you're streaming. I think if they were, they would jump in. You know? I think that's what it is.
Only time will tell.
Only grind will tell. You know?
Yeah.
I think you just have to kind of. There's a thing. This is the weird thing about the Liam streams and the Oz streams. They would get a lot of viewers if there was drama going on. You know.
Yeah.
But then those same people who would turn up to see the drama would bitch and say, "Oh, this is the drama stream." It's like, well, this is why you're here to watch drama.
Yeah.
And when
I'm sick of all the fighting.
Yeah, but you're here to watch the fighting, right? But then, if they're fighting, these motherfuckers disappear. You wouldn't see them.
Oh man, I have seen that so many times. I would be so tempted to type in the chat like, "Where the fuck were you?" And now you're telling me this, like this.
Yeah.
Ethan started going off. Like, Ethan came on to fucking Liam's stream one time, and it just started going off on politics, and I was like, "Fuck! Does this look like Blacklist Universe? I don't care."
Yeah.
I mean, don't bring that here and then ruin the stream. And then I complain about it like a little bitch in the chat, and then this one guy's like,
I
election day's coming anyway.
Yeah,
Stop bitching.
I noticed a few times in the past where on Liam's show and Oz's show, where John Malin, he'd be posting in the chat, like trying to start a fight with somebody, usually Pam or someone like that. And then eventually they'd get invited onto the actual show, and then they'd be fighting and arguing. And then John would say, "Oh, this is a drama stream. Fuck this shit." It's like, hang on, you're itching for a fight, but you don't want to do it on your own channel. You're doing it on somebody else's channel, but at the same time, you're criticizing the person whose channel it is and saying it's a drama stream. It's like, you've come here for a fight. You haven't come here to, like, you know.
And he just can't control himself when he gets the link.
Yeah. He's coming for a fight. And look, just if you want to come and have a fight, but don't try and make it. Don't be all holier than thou. It's just a really weird thing. It's like a cognitive dissonance. It's really strange. You know?
And then all those retards that fucking Liam, why don't you go full force against this group?
Yeah.
Or this side? Why are you fence sitting? Even though he's like literally heard of it like 5 minutes ago, and people are already expecting to take a stance.
There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers on the internet sketching, man. You know.
Like, I can totally understand why Liam's like, yeah.
Yeah. Liam's a good guy. I just wish he wouldn't stress so much about people fucking with him. I guess it's kind of like, you know, your reputation matters to you, and it's not cool when people are trying to fucking fuck with you. I guess, you know, it's tough, man. It's tough. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a lot harder to ignore because he said that those same people are now like are trying to pin like actual criminal accusations onto him. Yes, like, you know, the grooming little kids thing.
What the fuck's all that about? What the fuck is that?
It's only because like he trains artists.
Yeah.
And people assume that they're all younger than him because, well, he himself is like 40 or something, right? Mm. So, you know, and then like some rumor went out that Liam started training Odie when he was like a little kid. Right. And then if that's true or not, I don't know. But that shouldn't matter because then you might as well arrest all teachers.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Sketchy Man, Oz is tweeting.
Yeah, I'm seeing his fucking.
Do you reckon we can
I got Liam and Oz on like notifications because I don't want to miss a freaking stream when they announce it.
You reckon we could get them into this stream?
Yeah, right. He's not gonna want to come. I'll just send Oz the link. But
I followed Oz on Twitter, but he won't follow me back. There's a few people.
That who fucking grifter! How dare he?
I mean, is that too loud?
No, it's just fine. I mean, the audience might think so, but I don't think so.
The audience can suck our dicks.
Yeah, all 0 of them. There's one bass I think is really ugly, but I really want it to. It's that black plastic bass that got really famous in the 80s. Steinberger, yeah, that fucking one that looks like a boat oar.
Like a rectangle.
The one thing is, yeah, what?
Is that the headless bass?
Yeah. It's like barely even got a body either.
It's got a rectangular body.
It was more like a trapezoid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Did I lose you?
No, I can hear you.
All right, good.
Yeah, I know the Steinberger bass. Yeah.
And here it is. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, there's like a little flap on the bottom that flips out, so you can put it on your knee. I've never played one.
I've heard that because of the material it's made from, it never warps, and so like temperature, who cares about temperature anymore?
Yeah, I think the body's made out of like a synthetic material, and the neck's probably graphite, maybe.
Yeah.
so it doesn't warp.
Now the one thing is that it must weigh like a bitch, like weigh a ton. So maybe that's why it's so fucking like there's barely any of it.
I think it would it'd float away. You have to kind of. It looks very light. Yeah. Do you think we can get Oz on the show?
I messaged him the link, but
Let me Oz. So hang on, here's your replying to. We're past the point of no return on global warming. Oh well. So we wasted time worrying about the past 60 years. What is he talking about? Mean bastard. I'm not reading that out. There's some racist words in that tweet. These guys are still streaming. 17 watching. Okay, it's not
man, Liam and Oz like tweet a lot. I get like so many notifications that they tweeted something. They
don't tweet that much. I don't see them tweeting that much.
Hmm.
Oh, hang on, is that Ro? Oh shit, it's Ro.
For when he started talking about our shit on streams, trying to fucking drum up.
I'm gonna.
So is he like talking about drama again?
I've no idea. They're all muted. I can't hear what they're saying. I'm just gonna call him gay. Hi.
The first time I've ever seen Ro was I saw the stream where Nasser and Malin like Dutch ruddered Nasser live. Remember that one because he like released DMs or some shit?
Yeah, check this out. I don't know if you can hear this.
There's family stuff. Come on, man.
Can you hear that?
Fucking gay. So
yeah.
You know what? Man, looking back at a lot of that stuff, it's like, man, I'm glad that we don't have to clean up so many fucking messes anymore. Amen to that. And it's funny. I'm having more fun and getting better stories than I ever did out of comics.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, hi, you fucks. What's going on?
Well, I'd say you're definitely the prom queen of that stream.
Mad at right now. And,
so yeah, the stream where Nasser got Dutch ruddered by Malin live. I saw that live and
yeah, Sketchy Man.
Live. What?
Here's the thing. Back when I'm not that great with names and stuff. I'll give you an example. There's a movie called Scream.
Scream, yeah.
When I first watched it, I could not fucking tell who was who. Every fucking male character looked the fucking same. Every chick looked the same, apart from the main chick. I couldn't fucking tell who got murdered, who didn't get murdered. Same thing with EVS's old, the early days shit. Malin would be on there. Nothing about him stood out, and because he had a bunch of people on there. I only started to remember Malin name and appearance when he fucking laid into NASA.
Yeah.
Went fucking ape shit on him. And I think he went ape shit on a couple of people. That's when I thought, oh, that's John Malin. And oh no, I first started.
Oh, god damn it, Liam! Yeah. Liam's gonna have a fucking stream in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we can jump on. We can go on there.
I can't screen share. I'm on my phone.
Why are you on your
that
phone?
That motherfucking bitch.
What?
Well, he's not a bitch, but
Have you got a laptop or some shit?
No, I got a fucking. Oh, my computer's pretty old.
Do you reckon that comic, a war campaign, friends with Liam, or they clashing with Liam?
Okay, here's how it is. Like, I think it's that Liam is trying to distance himself from them, but sometimes like he still doesn't like. He doesn't truly hate them, but he just doesn't want to talk to them too much anymore.
I can't keep up with who's pissed off with who. I can't keep up with it.
So, anyways, yeah, that stream. That's where I first seen Ro Kumar,
Yeah.
and I thought, who is this annoying ass Serge Tankian looking dude? He fucking looked like Serge Tankian.
I was
Like he keeps talking like a retard.
a lot of it's like a bit, like it's like a a joke.
The point I loved him was when he did that Edwin impression.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's where
Yeah, they do on the war campaign on D Live. I always try and make Bin Laden jokes and Tora Bora Mountain jokes, but no one sees them. They get ignored. But no,
you're not blocked, right?
No, I'm not blocked. They read out other stuff. No, I post stuff there. I don't know. I don't know. I have opinions on people like John Maynard and stuff like that. That I think but I'm not going to bore you with it. But look,
all right, we might share the same opinions. I don't know.
No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. I've been a dick on streams and stuff and chats and stuff. But what I told myself was, don't get all worked up about the politics and the beefs and stuff. Just have fun, and that's it. That's it. Because the thing is, sketching, man. All I gotta do is close my laptop, and everyone disappears.
Yeah.
A stress and a drama. That's it, man.
Yeah, we gotta keep it that way because guess what? Now we're seeing these kind of people in our entertainment, and now it's starting to become unavoidable.
I'll tell you what, Scratchy Man. I went to see Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
So it was me, my sister, my sister's husband, and my cousins, a couple of cousins. So we sat there watching it, and after we left the film, everyone was bummed out. Everyone felt a bit depressed. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like a depressing film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a bummer. And my sister said, like, who is that woman with the fucking blonde hair, the short blonde hair?
Brie Larson.
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
And who the fuck was that? And I said, oh, she had a movie out before Endgame. And I had to try and explain the whole SJW shit and the whole culture war stuff. She had no clue about it. And she didn't really get why I was so annoyed about it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, man. That's like me trying to describe the Oz show to other people.
But I guess the thing is, no one fucking cares. Hang on, someone typed "Hello, hombre." Yeah, "Hello, hombre." Who said that? Hi, Ro. Hello, hombre. So this is that. Vic Bonella. Yeah, and it's kind of weird because no one fucking knows or cares about it. When you actually kind of leave the kind of bubble and of the kind of internet world,
Yeah, it's like I guess it's like an internet. That's how internet fads are. I guess it was all just an internet fad.
Then I think to myself, man, if I wasn't on the internet, I wouldn't give a fuck all this shit. People just like what they like and they hate what they hate. And everyone thought Brie Larson's. Well, the people I went to the cinema with, they all thought, "What the fuck who is this fucking female with the blonde hair? Why is she here? Go away." That's about it. You know what I mean? They knew, they kind of instinctively felt that this person sucks, this character sucks. Didn't know why, but I kind of gave it some depth.
I guess what Captain Marvel is in a nutshell is a failed character from way back that they kept trying to revive and kept failing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically a failed experiment done over and over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quite
Did,
funny.
did you ever hear about the news of that one game that Marvel had where they had like fucking Miss Marvel in it, Kamala
Uh,
Khan, and then they lost like $4 billion because the sales were so low.
Sketchy Man,
Because
I'm not buying a fucking video game with or with.
no, I mean it's still part of like Captain Marvel stuff.
I'm not.
So
I'm
I
not.
mean Kamala Khan, Kamala Khan, right?
Yeah. She's fucking sucks. I don't know. Well, here's the thing, Sketchy Man.
Yeah.
I used to watch. I used to read a website called IO9.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Nope.
Have you heard of Kotaku and all those Deadspin, all those kind of websites?
Are those chode websites?
Yeah. Well, at the time, I didn't know anything about the culture war, so I used to read IO9, and because they used to post sci-fi stuff, and like I guess cult stuff, like superhero movies, comics, all that kind of nerdy shit, and they'd post reviews. Oh, the latest Captain Marvel comic is awesome. Oh, Kamala Khan is kicking ass, right? Stuff like that. Oh, her new comic series is awesome, and I thought, no, okay, maybe it is awesome. You know what I mean? I didn't just look at the character and think this sucks. I just, no, okay, maybe it's cool. And then as time went on, they would post stuff like, this new Captain America comic is problematic because there's no gays in it, or this, you know what I mean? Oh, this new Spider-Man comic kind of sucks. Where are the trans people? And then after a while, I thought to myself, hang on a minute. Every fucking review or blog or kind of opinion piece they post on IO9 is something about gays and transsexuals or binary people. You know what I mean? And I thought, what the fuck is going on? So I had to Google it, like, what's happened to IO9? And that's when I kind of started to realize there's some kind of culture war, infiltration, this kind of whole identity politics kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't care if you had like diverse looking characters or all this kind of stuff, but it's when it started getting kind of like it's almost like you have to have all this shit, otherwise it's a problem. I thought it was,
Yeah. I mean, it's like that stuff. It's like good story doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, you've got to have.
I mean, there's no way to like format a story because you can't. It's like a shitload of expectations that never even cross your mind.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah, it was just that's when I started to notice it. So, and that's when I started googling stuff like, when it really hit me was when I went to watch The Last Jedi.
Oh, you poor soul.
I thought, what? So we went to like a double feature where they played the Force Awakens first, and then they played The Last Jedi, and I was really hyped for it because all the reviews said it was really good. And after the movie ended, we walked out of the cinema, and no one talked about it. Everyone was just stunned. I don't think anyone really realized what, you're just fucking stunned. And for example, if I watch a Netflix show now, I'm expecting SJW bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas back then, when Last Jedi came out, I wasn't expecting anything. I thought, I want to see a Star Wars movie. Cool, it's a Star Wars movie. And we walked out of the cinema. It's like, what the fuck was this? What the fuck did I should watch? But no one could, you know what I mean? And then
yeah.
And then I don't know, a week later or something, I went on the YouTube and I started typing in stuff like Last Jedi overrated ? Last Jedi sucks. Last Jedi, you know what I mean? And that's how I found Ethan Van Scriver's channel. And that's how I found Geeks and Gamers. And that's kind of how I got into it. Like, I was confused because all the reviews said like The Last Jedi is the fucking greatest film ever. But I thought, hang on, this doesn't make sense. Is it just me?
You furrow your brow in confusion.
Yeah, and
nothing connects.
Yeah, it's like the Emperor's New Clothes. I don't know if you're aware of that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everyone's cheering the Emperor, and I'm like, hang on, he's naked, like he's not wearing any clothes. So that's kind of how I got into the whole, YouTube thing. But really, I like comics and art, but really, I'm more of a music guy. Like I like if I could find a YouTube community similar to the Oz show and the Liam show, but they're into music and guitars and songs, that'd be perfect for me, I think.
You know, Liam was a drummer.
Yeah, but he listens to terrible music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you like punk.
Yeah, like punk pop, kind of sugary. Yeah, I'm not into that kind of music. He's terrible.
This one fucking ukulele song he kept playing kept getting on my nerves.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Come on, Liam.
I wanted to punch myself in my own cock when I heard that.
All right, which would you want to Okay, you were caught by some, I don't know, by the Russian government caught you, and now you have 3 options for torture. You have nerd-erotic, complaining about SJWs. You have to listen to Liam's playlist, or you have to listen to Zach talk about stocks. Which one do you choose?
God damn. You know what? It has to be nerd-erotic.
All right.
I couldn't listen to, as a music fan, I couldn't listen to Liam's sugary, saccharine, punk pop shit. Zach's monotone voice would fucking piss. I know. No, it'd be nerd-erotic. At least he's funny and entertaining, I mean, eventually I'd want to kill myself. He's like a 10, 15-minute videos are great,
Yeah.
Really, really enjoy them. And I've been a fan of his right from the start when he had like 2 followers. But his live streams, as Babyface, that guy, all his jokes are copied from your boy Zach.
Oh God.
I don't understand why he's so popular. I mean, he can be funny, but he just copies Zach. The whole, I don't get it, man. I don't get the, And some of the stuff
you find, yeah, keep going.
As some of the stuff he whinges about, you can tell he's just doing it because he doesn't really care, but he knows this is what gets him clicks, kind of thing, So
Liam would describe him as a poser.
Oh no, Batwoman's black. Oh my God, I can't take this anymore, dude. Fucking chill out. Okay.
Yeah, like we're all fucking used to it. We don't care anymore.
Batwoman's black. So what? Just fucking you. I cannot believe for 1 second that you are fucking that fucking distraught about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's like the opposite. He's like the opposite of what's that? Who's that guy that makes a big ass deal? Kevin Smith. He's the opposite of Kevin Smith. But the other way around.
Yeah.
He gets so overly negative about things, even though like nobody cares.
Kevin Smith loves everything, and that's the thing. You can tell. Oh my God, but Batwoman. Oh God, Batwoman. Oh my God. All right, man, chill out. Look, you had no intention to watch this shit in the first place. Why are you fucking having a fucking bitch fit about it? Chill out, you fucking. Some of these people just fucking annoy me. You know what I mean? You can tell it's a grift.
Yeah. Well, I try to look for greener pastures. That's why none of my videos. I mean, I was actually kind of thinking of like criticizing like famous people.
Oh yeah, which ones?
For being for their hypocritical tweets or something. Like they're all calling for peace now, even though they've literally spent years yelling for hatred and fighting.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm just gonna fall into the same rut of like, just keep complaining and complaining, and that's what gets me because like, nah, I don't want to do like that.
Yeah, I think the sketchy man. Look, here's the thing: is um, on my before Trump got elected. So
Right?
you know, I was kind of like a Democrat. I would have voted for Obama and all that shit, right? And when Trump got elected, I was like, oh god damn, how could you elect Trump? I was no fan of Hillary, by the way. But then,
Yeah, no one is.
yeah, but then so on my Twitter feed, I used to follow comedians and musicians, but mainly comedians. And like, okay, they're pissed off about Trump. They're posting stuff about Trump. All right, fine, whatever. Week 1 goes by, they're still talking about Trump. Week 2, still Trump. Week 3, I'm like, fucking hell, man. Are all you guys going to talk about is Trump? Is that it? I'm following you because you're a comedian. You know, where's the yucks? Where's you know what I mean? And so I had to kind of unfollow all these fucking fucks. And then there was YouTubers and Twitter people like Paul Joseph Watson that he thought, hang on, he's a bit racist. And I thought, hang on a minute, he's actually not racist. He's got a point. And then I realized how much the mainstream media and how much Twitter kind of pushes a certain point of view, you know.
Yeah.
So what happened was my Twitter feed changed from being mostly comedy and kind of silly, jokey Twitter feeds to being all about kind of like politics, basically, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it became really boring, and I stopped tweeting. I didn't tweet because I thought I'm going to get banned, you know. And it was all identity politics and shit. But now that Trump potentially has lost the election, now I've kind of got rid of all those kind of political stuff. I'm going back into hobby stuff, you know.
Like yeah, well, I'm completely desensitized to it all now. I don't even give a shit what happens. Like I truly don't care anymore.
We can't change the world, and there's other people trying to change the world. So let them get on with it, you know. I'll focus on my hobbies, music, and just humor, you know.
And I felt the same thing about like comedians, but like before 2015 or 16, comedians like a lot of them just started like making like for years their jokes were just literally making fun of Christian people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty funny for a little bit, whether or not you're a Christian or not. But then that became their stuff for years and years, and literally all their comedy just became insulting people. And there was no actual jokes in it.
There's nothing edgier about insulting Christians. If you want to be edgy, insult Islam. then see what happens. Let's see if you can do that and stay fashionable. You know. Yeah, there's nothing.
By the way, Liam is streaming right now, but he has that Manga-chan girl on.
Oh yeah.
And I can only take anime speak for so long. I literally just start muting her because I'm expecting her to go, "Oh, desu kawaii oni-chan," and I want to fucking shoot myself in the head.
Yeah, don't shoot yourself in the head. I normally get a notification when Liam streams. I didn't get anything. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have known he was streaming if you hadn't told me.
So yeah, I'm not missing much. Oh god, and she's gonna start appearing all the time. I bet.
Let's see what she might be very, very ugly. Does anyone know what she looks like?
Man, you know what? I think she literally looks like just some random Californian girl who's just a huge weeaboo. Because I kind of wait. Keep going. What?
I didn't know what weeaboo was until very recently. Oh, Oz is here.
Yeah, of course he is. Let me see if he actually read my DM. Not. Well, he's definitely not going to join now that he's with Liam.
Should we? Oz did a post in his chat. Is Manga-chan retarded? Question mark. I'm guessing. And then Samagogo, Oz is jealous. Okay, I'm sensing a bit of tension here. This is
now.
honest. If she was retarded, I would be nice. Just checking. Okay.
Ahoy, Saints and Scoundrels! Did I miss the puppies? But Jack Stafford. He's a strapping young lad in his profile pic.
Now, who's that?
But yeah, I bet like she's some girl from like California.
Mm.
Isn't even like Asian or anything. Just some intense weeaboo. Because I've seen this kind of stuff like in high school. And like, you know.
Yeah.
And I kinda live close to where like anime's pretty fucking popular. So, you know.
Here's the thing, Sketchy Man Drago, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If she was that cool and that sexy and that awesome, she wouldn't be on the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying?
And she'd be on would she be on OnlyFans?
Nah, she'd be just out and about, you know, just hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
or she can't handle competition from other girls, so she goes to a forum where it's all males. There's no competition. That's the other thing as well.
I'm about to type something.
Let's just jump in.
I have no idea what they're saying because like
I've got them muted.
Yeah, me too. Please, no more furry speak.
Who said that?
Me.
Right.
Now, when I watch Japanese cartoons, if the girl starts acting like that, or if any character starts, just fucking change it. Because then I'm thinking, well, these people can't even write an accurate human. So it's like, fuck it, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch something where the humans don't act human and they act like extremely creepy, immature weirdos.
Yeah, I don't really understand Japanese cartoons, so they're all very odd.
I don't even watch the Japanese dub at all. I always watch English.
Get a grip.
You know what? Like people like applaud like Japanese actors, but you know what? I think they kind of overdo it. They tend to overdo it.
You think?
A lot of the times, I keep hearing the same voices over and over again. Like, oh, that's the deep guy voice. Oh, that's the chick that sounds like that other chick. That's every. Well, I don't want to say that every Japanese woman sounds exactly the same, but that's what I'm being led to.
Yeah,
just like every Australian sounds the same.
But they have the same accent.
Okay, only because my mom was watching it. 90 Day Fiance was on. So there was one Australian woman that was on the original 90 Day Fiance. And then the commercials, you know, the show ended. Then it went to 90 Day Fiance Australia. And another Australian woman was speaking, and I looked at the TV. I didn't even realize the show changed. And that it was a totally different person. I was like, wow, they sound exactly the same. Like literally exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean, in the UK, we get a lot of Australian shows, a lot of Australian like soap operas, daytime soaps, you know. So we have a similar sense of humor. So we kind of get, you know, each other more than I guess than Americans would. It is what it is. Jizz what it is, as I say. You know.
Let's see. I'm requesting them to stream snipe me. I don't know if they'll do it.
Let's go over there.
I mean, we already kind of are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the only difference is that we're gonna hear them. We're gonna hear their audio.
Yeah, let's listen in. I think we've had a good run on your channel.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It's how long? Yeah, it's almost been 30. I mean, 30 hours. It's almost been 3 hours. So
yeah,
this is kind of the time I wanted to go for.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna advertise this like a total prostitute.
Yeah.
Because yeah, this one.
like a gay prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna retweet it to like random people. I'm gonna go to random chats, just post a link.
Yeah.
They'll probably block me, but it's all worth it.
Sure.
All right, so
Spread the word, Sketchy Man Dragas. Spread that word and spread your cheeks as well.
yeah, I spread my cheeks for everyone, but especially you.
Oh, God bless you. What a nice chat.
Yeah.
But stay safe as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah. Stay black, stay sexy. Right. I'll chat to you on the Liam stream. Just find out what the fuck he's talking about today.
All right.
All right.
And 3, 2, 1, we shall go off.